Well, it's time to start up the herd, I guess. It's a beautiful day. It's Monday, January 31st, 2022. I was able to get everything working pretty good. And so what we're going to do is try to get them all started and have them running at once. I had them running, obviously. I got them out here, so let's just see how it works here. I've got my external microphone on me. I don't know how this is going to pick up or not, but we'll give her a try. First, we're going to start the 1973 Columbia, and then we will go to the 1981 Scorpion Sidewinder, and finally a 1996 Polaris Classic. And that's the easiest one. That's electric start. So let's try the old Columbia first here. As I mentioned, I've had them running, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But you can see I've got everything on, the primer, and I've got the choke, but I don't need any of that. I should just be able to turn it on and start it. See me start the other two there, did you? No, my fault. As you can see, the headlights are all lit up on them. Take you around and give you a once over all of them and put them away. Let's start with the Classic here. I mentioned it's a 96. I have had this machine since, oh boy, I don't know how long it's been that I've had it. Pretty loud. Try to get behind it here and see what else. Let me just shut them off. They will be able to hear me. This is the noisiest. You got a headlight working, huh? I don't have my tail light working yet. Scorpion does. Tail light's lit up. Can't hardly see it. There's the headlight. It's a lot quieter. Come to the Classic, and you get real quiet. Yes, I'm not into the loud pipes and hot rod sleds. I don't need that. I'm 60, almost 67, so those days are long gone for me. But I know there's people out there that like that, and that's a good thing. Anyway, I guess I'll start here. This is a 73. Like you said, you can see I haven't had it registered in Ohio since 1976. So that doesn't mean it hasn't been ridden since then. It just means that I haven't registered it. But anyway, I never take it anywhere. It just pretty much is a shop ornament. But it's been a nice sled. Like I said, I bought it in 1974, It was a year old, and I don't know if I got it. I was thinking I got it during the fall of '74. The individual that I purchased it off of was a friend of mine. He sold them. And this was his wife's the year before. It was brand new, so it wasn't ridden very much at all. And, well, the odometer isn't correct because it's not hooked up right now, but you can see I've got 3,900 miles on it, so it's been ridden. It has a new track on it and a few things. So yeah, I was pretty fortunate. I ran across one about, oh boy, 4 or 5 years ago on Craigslist, local, same year, same color. It was a 440. This is a 340, but parts for these are non-existent. They were only made from 72 to 75, I believe, maybe 74. But anyway, right after I had purchased this sled, I was hauling it in the back of my truck, and this little cover right here, that cover came off. I had never had a cover most of the life of the sled, and then I bought this one, and that was the main reason I bought it, was for that cover. So plus it's got it had a tack with it, which I haven't put in yet. I mean, I need to really refurbish everything on it, go through it, so we'll get to it. Scorpion Sidewinder. I've had that, oh boy, I don't know, time flies, probably 5-6 years now. And it blew up last year. I rebuilt the engine, just the top end, cooked a piston, had some mouse debris that got in the reeds, and it just leaned it out and cooked it. So we rebuilt it, and boy, what a difference it makes, because I went through and I put new seals in it, so I actually tore it all the way down, but I had videos on that. But anyway, you can see that one's registered for 2023. I have taken this one up to Michigan before, and so you have to have them registered in your state to go up there. But that was kind of a crazy deal too. The guy that was selling it lived in Indiana, saw it on Craigslist, called him, and he was kind of hesitant about wanting to sell it. He needed the money, but it was one of those deals where, you know, him hauled around, and then I wanted it badly, and he just kind of hauled around with it, and he wouldn't return my phone calls, just wouldn't return them. And I figured, well, okay, you were not interested in selling it. That's what it amounts to. So I forgot about it. And about, I don't know, 6 months later, sometime during the middle of the summer, I'm out in my shop working, and I get a phone call. And it's this guy in Indiana, and he says, hey, he says, you remember me? Got that Scorpion Sidewinder. He says, you still interested in that? And I said, yes, sir. And I had the cash on hand. And he says, well, I'm willing to sell it. I said, okay. I said, what's your address? I got it. I said, I'll be there tomorrow. And I drove over there before he changed his mind, and I bought it. So it's a nice sled. It is really nice, pretty quick too. You can see I've got the historical permit on it that is non-expiring, so I really don't have to buy trail permits. I mean, technically it should be used for shows and parades, and you know, it's like a historical plate. And but I don't ride it that much up there to even mess around with it. And then comes the 96 Classic. This was a sled that I picked up, oh, I've probably had at least 10 years now, at least. And I was looking for a classic. There was a guy on Craigslist that had one. He was a couple hours away, and it was pretty beat up. It was pretty beat up, and it was sad because the guy that owned it before this kid owned it really took care of it. And this guy, he was just, I don't know, he just didn't know anything about sleds or something, and he just beat it up. Anyway, I got it on a pretty good price. So I brought it home, and I had seen the video of me putting the reverse kit in it, and he took the reverse kit out of it, For what reason? I do not know. He took it to a shop and they said that was the easy fix, was take the reverse kit out and put in straight drive. Well, that was kind of stupid, but I put it all back together the way it is, and so it works. I've put quite a few miles on it. It still don't have many. It's 6,300 miles. I put 35 miles on it this year. That's it. And we've had some, this is, for northwestern Ohio, you would think all winter would look like this. No, anymore. If we get 3 or 4 days like this, we're fortunate. But this has lasted, actually, this is the 8th day we've had snow on the ground. Incredible. But tomorrow it's supposed to get up to 46 degrees. So I just thought I would take a picture of all my sleds, showing you how they're running, and give you a little background into them. And so that's my fleet, and I like all of them. I probably won't get rid of any of them. If I do get rid of one, or if I buy one, I'll just add to the fleet, I suppose. I'm not really looking to buy one, though. I mean, with the weather we got and my age, it's like, this is fine. Anyway, thanks for watching, and a little bit boring video, I suppose, for those that don't like snowmobiles, but for those that do, here you go. Thanks for watching.